The following is a special presentation of Retro Sports Network and the draw to the playoffs. Week 16 extra games are made possible exclusively by HockeyTournaments.com. Are you an adult looking to find a hockey tournament in North America that you can go play in? Or are you a tournament organizer looking to get teams to come to your fine city? HockeyTournaments.com is the solution. Is that right? Okay. So, no chat posted on the screen today because it's just easier and not to go back and forth, and I can actually show the sponsor a little more liberally between streams. So here we go. This is what we got left. We have a potential doubleheader today. If the Green Bay Packers beat the Los Angeles Rams sometime between now and 1:30 Eastern time this afternoon, or if you're OG, sometime before lunch, then the Packers are the NFC second wild card. They travel to Washington on Christmas night to play. We'll forego San Francisco and Detroit, and the Giants are heartbroken. Saturday, about 1:30, we'll play New England at Miami for the last playoff spot in the AFC. It'll either be Miami or the choking Kansas City Chiefs. But if Los Angeles beats Green Bay, as I spin all over the computer, Los Angeles will host, not only will Los Angeles host Chicago in the NFC divisional game, which will be Christmas, no, it won't be Christmas week, New Year's Eve at noon, we'll be forced to play San Francisco and Detroit tonight at 7. Detroit, with a win over 3-12 San Francisco, will get the wild card, and they will go to Washington. If both Green Bay and Detroit lose, then the Giants are the NFC wild card, and they will go to Washington. Whatever it is, we'll know the NFC fate today and the AFC feed on Saturday. And we're playing a whole lot of baseball on the stream tomorrow. So you ready? It's Green Bay and Los Angeles. All right, Dave's listening as he walks the dog. So, from Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles, Retro Sports Network presents the last lunch replay of 2018, in the regular season anyway. Green Bay and Los Angeles. The Dodgers. The Rams are favored by 5. And they have won the toss, 61 degrees, and no wind. The Chamber of Commerce welcomes you to the city of Los Angeles, home of the 1984 Summer Olympics. And so it's David Whitehurst against Pat Hayden here on a drop-dead gorgeous day. Green Bay is in white with their yellow helmets and pants, and they're ready to kick off. Latin will take the kickback for Los Angeles. He stands at his 8. Packers kicking left to right. Rams will operate right to left. End zoners are yellow with Rams in their old script, with their old word face type font in the middle, and hand painted over the USC and UCLA markers that are there. And with all that, Chester Markall kicks it off, and the game is afoot. A low kick to the right side, taken at the goal line by Latin. 10, 20, 17-yard line. So that's where the Rams will start from their own 17. This is a big one. How you doing, Al? So if the Rams win, they will host the Bears New Year's week. If the Packers win, there's no game. That's it. All 5 horses will be in the gate for the playoffs in the NFC. Pat Hayden is the quarterback. His primary job is not to screw up. John Capoletti is the secondary running back. Cullen Bryant, the primary running back. Neither Capoletti will catch balls from Hayden. The tight end is Terry Nelson. He's got great hair in that pic. The right tackle is John Williams. That's the wrong John Williams. That one didn't play for the Seahawks. Jackie Slater, the Hall of Famer, is the right guard. Rich Saul is your center. Dennis Hara, that must be John's brother, is the left guard. Doug France is the left tackle. And the other wide receiver is me and my sister, Ron Jesse. Bryant trapped left, first play from scrimmage from the 17. And he gets it across the 20 before Barzalakis. That sounds like a Packers name. Will make the tackle. They doubled Willie Miller. Dennis Hara with the big hole, and it's a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Packers play at 4-3. Mike Butler is the left defensive end. Both defensive ends are really good. Carl Barzalakis is the left defensive tackle. Dave Roller is the right defensive tackle. And Ezra Johnson is the right defensive end. Green Bay's got some good corners as well. Mike McCoy on the left. And Willie Buchanan, who's a 10. The linebackers, John Anderson fills the left outside. Mike Hunt is the middle linebacker. And Gary Weaver is the right outside linebacker. Steve Luke is the strong safety. And Johnny Gray is the free safety. 2nd and 4. Capoletti on a dive from Hayden from the 23, and he gets to the line of scrimmage before Mr. Hunt makes a tackle right at the 24-yard line. So 3rd and 3 for Los Angeles from their own 24. And they'll go a 2 tight end set, Nelson and Young. And they looked at Cullen Bryant, and he says, I want an off tackle to the right. They need 3. He should get 5 here. The handoff, and he's got the first down and more across the 30, 35-40. So it's a gain of 15. Weaver, the left outside linebacker, had it wrapped up, and Bryant broke loose. So Buchanan with a tackle after a gain of 15. 1st and 10 for the Rams from their own 39. It's a more conventional 2 wide receiver set for Los Angeles. Hayden looks for Jesse on a medium slant. Packers blitz. Hayden looks around. He waits. He throws. Jesse's got it at midfield. First down, 45. And Buchanan makes a tackle at the 43, a gain of 18. So this is the fast start the Rams wanted. They have meaning in this game. They don't want to go to Chicago in January to play on the artificial surface. They want to be home on the grass. Capoletti. Sweep left side to the near side from the Green Bay 43. Gets a block, and he gets it to the 40 before Barzalakis makes a tackle of 4. I know that we've talked about Penny Marshall and Laverne and Shirley, but if that last name, Barzalakis, doesn't remind you of Milwaukee, then nothing ever will. Shamil Shivlakal Hassan Pfeffer Incorporated. And Carl probably drank back a couple Schlotzkys in his day. 2nd and 6 for the Rams. Bryant will take a pitch from the right side of the near far side from Hayden. He's got it, and he gets across the line of scrimmage, and Butler brings him down for a gain of 2. 3rd down and 4. 3 carries for 23 yards for Bryant. And it's going to be Capoletti out in the flat from Hayden. That's the call. Rams are not in field goal range from 53 yards. So Hayden looks to the far side, and he can't find Capoletti. Mr. Hunt is on the coverage. And the Rams, well, they're not going to go for a 4th and 4. Hayden is going to pooch it. Someone actually asked for a quick kick yesterday. It wasn't the right place to do it. So Pat Hayden will try the quickie kick. And Hayden punts it away, and it's off the side of his foot. Where do they spot it? At the 20. Well, 6 one way, half dozen the other. So that's a 17-yard punt by Hayden, and the Packers get it from their own 20. That's not what they wanted. David Whitehurst is the quarterback. He looks like someone on an Emerson, Lake and Palmer album cover here. Cordell Middleton, who was a 1,400-yard rusher, if he was to have a magical day, let's say 150 to 200 yards, he would actually pass Earl Campbell and win the NFL rushing crown. Barty Smith is the fullback. James Lofton is the far side wide receiver on Whitehurst left. Rich McGeorge is the tight end. That's so 70s there. And the near side wide receiver to the right of Mr. Whitehurst is Andre Thompson. The line Greg Cook is the left tackle. Daryl Goforth, love that name, the left guard. Larry McCarron is your center. Melvin Jackson, the right guard. And Tim Stokes, the right tackle. Middleton, off tackle right from the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Packers. And the Rams stand him right up, and there's no gain. And it'll be Cody Jones with the stop. Let's meet the Ram defense. They play a 4-3. Left to right, Fred Dreyer. You know him as Hunter. He's Fred Dreyer, though, still an active football player. He's the left defensive end. Cody Jones, the left defensive tackle. He's the one that made the stop. Larry Brooks, the right defensive tackle. And on the right end is Jack Youngblood, and yes, he will eat glass for you. The linebackers, Jim Youngblood is the left outside linebacker. Jack Reynolds, the hacksaw, is the middle linebacker. And Isaiah Robertson is the right outside linebacker. The Rams have good corners. That's not the right Pat Thomas, but trust me, it is Pat Thomas. He's the left corner. And Rod Perry is the right corner. Dave Elmendorf is the free safety. And Bill Simpson is the strong safety. Now you've met all the starters. 2nd and 10. Trap left for Barty Smith. Nope. Green to Middleton on the blitz. Whitehurst waits. He throws down. Middleton has it at the 15. Line of scrimmage. 25. 28-yard line before Isaiah Robertson makes the tackle. Give him 8. 3rd and 2 for the Packers from their own 28. Middleton. Off tackle right on 3rd and short. And he gets the block. Does he get the first down? Carl Eckern with a tackle at the 29. And he is short. He is short. So 4th and 1. And both teams will trade punts. David Beverly is out for Green Bay. And Wallace and Charlie Waddy are the returners for the Rams. And the Rams will field this just before their own 30-yard line. Taken at the 30, 34 by Wallace. Well, they'll give him as a 29. So it's a gain of 4 for Jackie Wallace. And the Rams set up here with 8:14 to go in the first quarter. No score from the floor of the Coliseum. And I think if I've done this right, you should see a change. This is the drive. This is the NFC. Yep. This is NFC Decision Thursday, presented by HockeyTournaments.com on Retro Sports Network. All right, I'm going to assume that's gone back. Capoletti on first down will go off tackle right from the 33. And he stopped right there, maybe for a loss of 1. Nope, they give him the line of scrimmage. That's Butler. And 8:07 to go now as the clock runs. 2nd and 10. That's John Williams, the right tackle, couldn't make the block. And that makes it 2nd and long. Colin Bryant on a sweep to the right side from the 33, and he gets it to the 35 before Hunt makes the stop. 3rd and 8, gain of 2. And the Packers have done a decent job not letting the Rams run all over them. So it's pass time for Pat Hayden, and Charlie Waddy's your 3rd receiver. Or Billy Waddy. He's down to Hayden's left on the near sideline with Ron Jesse. Waddy. Short slant on 3rd and 8. Hayden blitzed, and he's sacked by Butler. And Hayden is hurt, but he'll be okay. He may not know what area code he's in. Mike Butler gets his 10th sack of the season, by the way. But he's not going to lose any playing time. He will not punt this. And Glenn Walker of the single bar face mask is out to punt it deep with Odin and Gray back for the Packers. Walker stands at his own 14. Green Bay will field this about their own 32. And he's got it 35, 37-yard line. So it's Odom, and it's a 5-yard return, and they spot it at the 36. So with 6:05 to go in the first quarter, nothing from the Coliseum in Los Angeles. And just in case we have a doubleheader, I've got coffee today. There. I get a large is never sweet enough for me. So I had to put in French vanilla. It's plenty sweet. I don't really like coffee, but if the Rams win, we get the Lions and the 49ers from Detroit or from Pontiac tonight at 7 o'clock. On this NFC Division Day, we have 3 teams alive for the wild card, but that door closes if one of them actually wins a game. 1st and 10 for Whitehurst from the Green Bay 36. Andre Thompson. Ooh, nope. Short out to James Lofton is the call. Corner blitz for the Rams. Throw is complete to Lofton at the 43. He fights for yardage. Thomas knocks him down at the Green Bay 44. 2nd and 2. And so the first catch for Lofton. And Whitehurst is now 2 for 2 for 16 yards. Middleton. Trap right. And he gets a first down and a couple more before Robertson, who makes a tackle, a gain of 4. I believe that Robertson passed away within the last month. But an integral part of a lot of these Ram teams who would win the division in the 70s and finally win the conference in 1979. 1st and 10. Off tackle right for Barney Smith in the Packer 48. Gets across midfield in the secondary, first down, and one of the Youngbloods makes a tackle at the 41. Jim Youngblood. They looked for Middleton, and it was Smith instead. And Jim Youngblood, the linebacker, makes the tackle at the Los Angeles 41. So the Packers are now on the right side of the field to score. Middleton. It's right. To the near side from the 41. Gets across the 40, 35-30. First down and more, 25-20. And Middleton drags a whole bunch of Rams and gets a gain of 23. Tim Stokes, the right tackle, the one that made the big block. And the Packers have it 1st and 10 from the Los Angeles 18. Lofton on a medium out. The Packers are going to try for the touchdown right here. Clock stop, 3:49. Whitehurst back. He looks, he's got time. He's looking around, and he flips it over the middle, and Thomas intercepts it. It was tipped by Brooks, and Pat Thomas makes his 8th pick of the year. And so he caught it at the 5-yard line and returned it for 8. So the Rams will start this drive from their own 13. Following the tip by Brooks. The defensive tackle got a hand on it, and Pat Thomas picked it off. Who would play tonight? If the Packers lose, it is San Francisco at Detroit. And if Detroit wins, they win the wild card. If San Francisco wins, and they don't even have O.J. Simpson, he's gone for the year, then the Giants are the wild card. So the Packers, Lions, and Giants all have hope. And it's kind of like, League of Thrones here, or Game of Thrones, that someone has to do it. The Giants have already won their game this week. They finish 8-8. but they need help. They need the Rams and Niners to do their part to win it. So if Green Bay loses, then we play again tonight at 8 o'clock. So 1st and 10 from the Ram 13. Capoletti sweep to the left to the near side. And he gets across to the 13-yard line, right back to, no, they give him 1. The key Capoletti and Ezra Johnson makes the stop, so it's 2nd and 9 from the Ram 14. So if there is a second game, approximately 7 o'clock on Decision Thursday on Retro Sports Network, presented by HockeyTournaments.com. Also, whether we have a game tonight or not, on Al Red Sox Fans channel, it's the semifinal for the 1978 OOTP 19 one and done tournament. Cardinals and Dodgers? Al will let me know if I'm wrong. With the winner playing the Atlanta Braves in the final. So if there is a football game, we'll have it around 7, and then Al will have his game approximately 9:15 before schmoozing with Al. If there is no football game, he'll tell you what time his baseball game will be. So that's the plan tonight on Retro Sports Network in our community of channels. 2nd and 9. Bryant will go trap left side, and that's to the near side, and he gets to the 15 and not much more. Barzalaskis makes the stop after a gain of 2. So it's 3rd and 7 for the Rams from their own 16. Willie Miller, on a short out from Hayden. Hayden back to throw. He looks, he goes up top, and that's incomplete. Now Butler was shaken up. He's hobbling off, and he'll return. But the Packers, despite the turnover, the Rams, despite the turnover, will have to punt. So it's 3 and out. 2:22 first quarter. And again, out comes Walker. No wind, 61 degrees, just a Chamber of Commerce December afternoon in the City of the Angels. Walker gets this one off. He stands on his 1. Returned at the 41 to the 45 across midfield. And Green Bay, Butler is back. Cromwell with the tackle. Odom with an 11-yard return. And so the ball is right at the midfield marker. 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Barty Smith on a dive from midfield. And he tries to cut to the sidelines before he is stopped at the right hash by Larry Brooks. Gain of 2, again, they were keying on Middleton. And it'll be 2nd and 8 with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Middleton will sweep it to the far side from the Los Angeles 48, gets to the sidelines, and is hit at the 46 by Brooks. They keyed him. They got him. So 5 carries, 30 yards for Middleton, and now Whitehurst faces a passing down on 3rd and 6. McGeorge. Short hitch is the call. Whitehurst quick throw is knocked down by Simpson. Intended for McGeorge, and Whitehurst just kind of rushed it, and it's 4th down and a punt. So if you like punting, you're going to love this game. Beverly will punt it deep, hoping to pin the Rams inside their 10. And it will roll inside the 15. They're going to try to return this. Let's see what kind of a mistake I just made. It's a short punt taken at the 11, 15, 20, and the ball is loose. Gray hit him, Stokes got him, and Green Bay recovered. How about that? Wallace got it at the 10. He got it to the 18. Gray hit him, and Stokes recovered the fumble, the right tackle. And so Green Bay has it 1st and 10 from the Ram 18, following the first turnover by the Rams today. Barty Smith, short one in the flat, but there's a flag down.
False start.
Someone moved.
Offense, number 54, 5-yard penalty.
Never
Repeat,
watch a
first
lineman
down.
So 1st and 15 from the Los Angeles 23. If you're thinking Chester Markall, it would be a 55% shot from here from 38 yards. 2 tight end set. Paul Kaufman joins McGeorge. Middleton will try a trap to the right, and he gets it almost to the 20 before Robertson makes the stop. So 2nd and 13. Conventional 2 wide receiver set now for the Packers. And they're going to screen it to Barty Smith. So Whitehurst back to throw. The Rams blitz. He looks. He's got Smith at the 25, 20, 15, 10. 1st down, maybe. Youngblood, no. Well, Youngblood made the stop. Jim Youngblood made the stop, so Smith gets 12, and it'll be 3rd and 1 once we start the 2nd quarter. After 1 at the Coliseum, the Packers and Rams are scoreless. You are watching or listening to NFC Decision Thursday. Be helpful if I know the slogans on Retro Sports Network. Brought to you by HockeyTournaments.com. So 3rd and a short 1 for the Packers. And Markall's chances are only 67%. So it's a trap right for Middleton. No 2 tight ends. It's a 1 tight end. Middleton's got it, and he's going to get 6. He found the seam, and he finds the end zone for the 15th time this year. He shook off Perry. Let's watch it again. The Rams were playing a goal line stack. 4-4 goal line stack. And no. Let's watch it again. This should have been stopped, but Middleton just kept his legs moving. And that's 6 points. So 3 plays and 23 yards. The turnover on the punt return is crucial. And so Markall hits the extra point, and with 14:49 to go in the first half, it's Green Bay 7, Los Angeles nothing. And so Latin will be returning the kick. He's standing on the VII yard line with Jodat and Phillips, the up men at the 15. So Markall boots this away. Latin backs up inside as 5 to the 2, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Good return, 32-yard line, knocked on the bounds by Carter. So Jerry Latin makes the return, and the Rams start this trailing by a touchdown. 1st and 10. Medium out to Willie Miller. Hayden having trouble, finally gets it. Looks around all day. He looks for Miller, incomplete. McCoy with good defense, and now Hayden is 1 for 4 for 18 yards. 2nd and 10 for the Rams from their own 32. Bryant pitched left. Gets the handoff from Hayden, 35. Johnson with a tackle after a gain of 6. And it's 3rd and 4. So Ezra Johnson makes his 2nd tackle, and Bryant 6 carries for 33 yards. So they're going to go the tight end Terry Nelson here on 3rd and 4. And try a short hitch. Hayden back to throw it. He's not going to find it because he's looking around. He takes too long, looks downfield for Jesse, and it's incomplete. He was nearly sacked. He threw it to the doubled receiver. And so Pat Hayden shakes his head as he comes off the field. That was just not a good series for the quarterback from Southern Cal. Played a lot of big games on this field. It would be nice if the Rams did at least were competitive. And again, Walker out to punt. Odom and Gray back to return it for the Packers, but that punt is blocked by Buchanan. Lysick, the long snapper, heavy rush, and Walker just couldn't get it off. So Willie Buchanan blocks it and recovers it from the Ram 24. And so although that's not a turnover, that's a huge mistake. And it's the second time that the Packers have started the series pretty much in scoring position. Lofton on a medium slant on first down. Whitehurst looking, throws. Lofton's got it at the 10 to the 5 and a touchdown. A touchdown for Lofton. And then within 9 seconds, it's now a 13-point lead. The extra point from Markle is up and good. And so with 13:32 to go in the first half, we might not have a doubleheader if this one holds. It's Green Bay 14, Los Angeles nothing. And the Rams will return this 2 yards deep. Latin trying to make something happen. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he gets it out to the 21 before Chesley makes the tackle. A gain of 23. And now the Rams have some work cut out for them. Hayden 1 of 5 for 18 yards. Capoletti off tackle left. Near side from the 21. Tries to find the hole, and Barzalaskis makes the stop at the 23. A gain of 2. Second down and 8. Capoletti 5 carries for 8 yards. Billy Miller in a short slant. And Hayden botches the snap and he loses the football. Barzalaskis recovers it. He sacked him, but Hara recovers for Los Angeles. And it's 3rd and 9. And for the Rams, this is turning out to be like a Chinese fire drill. There's just nothing there. 3rd down and 9. So Hayden fumbles it. He's been sacked twice. And if the Rams don't get it together, they're flying to Chicago for a divisional playoff game. Miller on a medium slant. Hayden, this time he might actually throw it. He does. He looks around, but down to Bryant at the 24. Anderson with a tackle after a gain of 3, and the Packers have Pat Hayden all discombobulated. So it's a 3-yard reception, 4th and 6 from the 25. So again, out comes Walker. He stands at his 10, gets this one away. Green Bay will get a decent field position, taking it at their own 38, 40, 45, midfield across. There's a flag down, though, so this will all
offsides, defense.
Oh, it's on the Packers. Buchanan was offside, yeah. The Rams will accept. It's still 4th down. You're still punting, but you're taking that good return off the board. So Walker again from his 15. Let's see if that paid off. Going to be fielded at the 28, 30. Flag is down. Return of 4.
Offsides. Defense.
And the Packers are offside again. They're offside on back-to-back plays. And what was 4th and 11 is now 1st and 10 Los Angeles. And so a huge mental mistake for Green Bay. My goodness, they still lead at 14-0. Bryant. Off tackle right. Goes to the far side from the 35. Gets the nose of the ball over the line of scrimmage before Roller, the defensive tackle, makes the stop. 2nd and 9 for Los Angeles. 6 plays, 15 yards, and all sorts of trouble for Green Bay. Capoletti. Pitch right. 36. Hopes to find a hole. He does not. Butler with a stop right at the line of scrimmage. And so as long as Green Bay can hold the Rams to 3 yards a carry, it's Pat Hayden who's got to beat him. Short slant to the tight end, Terry Nelson. Hayden back to throw over the middle. Nelson's got it. He's got a 1st down over the 45. He got 10. He needed 9 and got 10. Spotted for the Rams at their 46. And so the Rams are showing some signs of life here. With 9:40 clock running and a half. Capoletti on a trap to the left side from the 46, and he's hit behind the line by Johnson for a loss of 1. And the crowd here at the Coliseum is showing their displeasure. Capoletti, 7 carries for 7 yards. Sweep right for Bryant. And the give to Cullen Bryant is across the 45, right to midfield, or about 1 yard short. Gain of 4, roller on the tackle. Under 8 minutes to go, and the Rams face a 3rd and 7. 10 plays, 28 yards. A slobber knocker drive here by the Rams. As Billy Waddy comes in as a 3rd receiver. Waddy. Short hitch to Waddy. Quick throw by Hayden. Waddy leaps and it's incomplete. It was a button hook, and Hayden just is not himself this afternoon. And from midfield, Los Angeles will punt. Walker hopes to pin the Packers deep. Off the side of his foot. That is a god-awful punt. That's going to go out of bounds just inside the 30. It's out the 26. So it's a 25-yard punt, and the Rams really can't do anything right. They were given a gift. My goodness, 4th and 11 and then 2 offside calls, and they can't do anything with it. They have 69 net yards in a quarter and a half. Rob Gronkowski, by the way, says hi. And while the Packers have 106 net yards. Short slant to Thompson. Nope. Screen to Barney Smith on the audible. Whitehurst looks to the far side. He's got Barney Smith at the 20. 25, 30, 35, first down, 40. 45, Reynolds with a tackle after a gain of 19. Spotted at the Green Bay 45. And so Whitehurst, who's not known for being the best quarterback of his generation by any stretch, is doing enough. And the Packers hold a 14-point lead and the football. Middleton. Trap right from the 45. He's got it. He gets a couple yards before Youngblood drills him at the 46, and that's Jack's first contact of the day. That's remotely legal. So 2nd and 9 for the Packers. Under 6 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. 14-0 Green Bay. If Green Bay wins, the NFC is decided. 2 tight end set. Kaufman joins McGeorge. And Barney Smith will attempt to pitch to the near side, to the right side from the 46. And he gets a little bit of room, and he gets it to the 49 before Isaiah Robertson can make the play. Youngblood and Elmendorf are on the blitz. And on 3rd and 6, Thompson comes back in as a wide receiver, and McGeorge the lone tight end. Short hit, nope. Short out to Rich McGeorge is the call. Whitehurst slow. Play developing. He looks down. He's got McGeorge for a first down. Inside Ram territory. He runs it down the sideline before Simpson can knock it out at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11. And so, like Bob Avellini on Monday night, Whitehurst is just doing what he can and doing it well. A fresh set for the Packers. The clock has stopped 5:09 first half. Barney Smith on a trap to the left from the Los Angeles 40. He gets a couple yards before Fred Dreyer slaps him down. Fred's first tackle, 2nd and 8, clock running under 5 to go. Middleton on a sweep to the near side from the 38. Gets a block, and Robertson filled it right away. No gain. 3rd and 8. They're not in Mark Hall range yet. So if they don't convert, we're kind of in one of those no man's land Poochie type things. Lofton. Medium slant on 3rd and long. Rams send a safety blitz. Throw is into coverage. Cromwell gets a hand on it. Deflected by Nolan Cromwell, who was a nickelback in 78, makes a good play, and it falls incomplete. So 4th and 8. And Beverly is going to try a sideline punt. Off the side of his foot, it crosses the 20-yard line, so Green Bay will take it. It rolls out of bounds at the 4. What a punt that was. A 34-yard punt and no return. So with 3:38 to go in the first half, it is Green Bay 14, Los Angeles nothing. This is NFC Decision Thursday, presented by HockeyTournaments.com, right here on Retro Sports Network. All right, so Capoletti and Bryant, 2 tight end set. Capoletti wants it on a dive. They don't want to give away a safety here. They're going to blitz and continue with the original play call. Capoletti gets to the 5, maybe the 6. Nope, they'll give him the 7. So Green Bay showed blitz, and Capoletti gives Hayden a little bit of room. 3:33 to go in the first half. They'll stay with a 2 tight end set. Bryant, off tackle right from the 7 yards. From the 7, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Butler with a stop, and the Rams just can't run. And the Bears are taking notes going, So Miller comes in as a wide receiver. Hayden's going to throw it here, but it's going to have to be short and quick. And out to Ron Jesse. Hayden back in his end zone. He looks to throw. He's got time. He's got Jesse open, but he won't get the first down. Buchanan makes a stop at the 13, a yard short. And so Hayden is making too many mistakes, even when he completes the passes. So 4th and 1, and the Packers are going to get good field position. Walker from his end zone, punts. This one will be fielded right around midfield, just on the Green Bay side, taken across midfield. And Odom is hit for a gain of 5. So 2:18 to go. They spot it at the Ram 49. And we'll have it 1st and 10 for Green Bay, with a chance to score again. Smith. Pitch to the right on 1st and 10. And he gets it about a yard or 2. No gain. Youngblood with the stop. That's Jack Youngblood. And that's the 2-minute warning. With 2 minutes to go in the first half from the Coliseum in Los Angeles. Green Bay, 32 minutes from the playoffs. They lead the Rams 14-0. This is NFC Decision Thursday on Retro Sports Network. 2nd and 10. Short out to Lofton is the call. Whitehurst back to throw. He's blitzed. Lofton's got it. He tries to cut for a first down. The ball is loose. Thomas knocks it loose, and Los Angeles recovers. Simpson picks it up. He gets 11. So the Rams force a turnover, and they have it in Green Bay territory. So give Lofton 11. No, Lofton gets 6, and then it goes back 11 yards the other way. Pat Thomas gets a whole bunch of pats on the butt, pats on the back, and handshakes. And let's show you why. Good throw, but the strip was right there. A late hit, and Thomas just returned it to the 48-yard line of Green Bay. So the Rams have all 3 timeouts. 1:55, Green Bay 48-yard line. Ron Jesse on a short out. Hayden has time. Does he have anybody? He looks around, and Buchanan deflects it and picks it off. No return. That's the 6th for Buchanan. And Pat Hayden is now 4 of 10 for 37 yards and a pick. A minute 52 to go. Packers have 2 timeouts. Thompson on a short slant. Whitehurst waits. He throws to Smith, the running back, across the 40, 45, not a first down. Gain of 7. A minute 43. No huddle for Green Bay. Middleton, a pitch to the far side from the 44. He gets a block. He gets a first down. No, gain of 2. And with a minute 21 on 3rd and 1, the Packers will call one of their 2 remaining timeouts. 46-yard line. 14-0 Green Bay. Short out to McGeorge is the call. Whitehurst waits. He waits. Now he's going to get sacked by Dreyer. He waited too long. One too many taps to the football, and the Rams called timeout. Fred Dreyer makes the sack on David Whitehurst, and it's 4th and 7 from the Packer 40. So the Rams call their first timeout. They have 2 left. And Beverly comes out for the punt. Let's see what happens here. Not a tremendous punt. Fielded at the 25 by Los Angeles, and they don't even get to the 30. Barzalaskis makes the tackle of Wallace after a gain of 3. So 1st and 10 from the Rams. How you doing, Ralphie boy? From their 27-yard line. Green Bay 14, Los Angeles nothing. Green Bay wins. They win the wild card. They travel to Washington Christmas night. And Los Angeles should travel to Chicago for the divisional game New Year's Eve. Note the time on that. New Year's Eve at noon. Either way, whether that game is in Chicago or Los Angeles, the first NFC divisional playoff game will be New Year's Eve at noon. The Patriots versus the AFC wildcard winner. We don't know who that is going to be yet. Cleveland, Kansas City, or Miami will be New Year's night after the real Rose Bowl. So make a note of those. The next pair of games, this is the divisional series, will be Denver and Pittsburgh on January 2nd at noon. And just as an FYI, that's the last noon game of the year or of the season. And then the Cowboys and the wildcard winner will be January 3rd at 8 o'clock. So the number ones in each league or each conference get the primetime games for the division. So right now it's New England and Dallas will get the primetime games. New England New Year's night after the real Rose Bowl, and Dallas at 7:30 on the 3rd. A minute 12 to go. Short slant to Miller. Hayden trying to do something to get the Rams going. Miller's got it at the 35. He's got a first down, and he gets it to the 40 before McCoy can make the tackle. The hurry-up offense, a minute 5 from the Los Angeles 40. And Jesse's going to try for the long slant. Hayden rolls to his right. He tries to get around the pressure, and Johnson makes the sack. It's a loss of 7, and that's the 3rd sack for Green Bay. And with 47 seconds, the Rams shift gears on 2nd and 17 and give it to Capoletti on a dive. The crowd at the Coliseum boos. Roller makes the stop. No gain, and that will do it. We've played one half of football. Green Bay's about to get it again. They're 30 minutes from Washington, and they'll receive the kickoff right after this. So I hope you're enjoying this. For Green Bay, it's been all pretty. 2 turnovers set up 14 points for the Packers. Trudell Middleton, a 9-yard run with 14:49 to go in the half. And then Whitehurst hit Lofton from 24 with 13:32. So the Rams have had the ball 18 minutes and 1 second. The Packers have only had it for 12 minutes, but they have a net offense advantage of 153 to 84. And Hayden's going to get benched. So Green Bay's got it. 30 minutes from Washington. And this kickoff is down 5 yards in the end zone, and the Packers start from their own 20. I'm rooting for Green Bay. Although I really don't want to play a 6th game this week. You get a freebie on Saturday, New England and Miami. The Monday night game is for the last playoff spot. It either goes to the choking Kansas City Chiefs or the Miami Dolphins, but I'm not too leery about doing a doubleheader. I'll do it if I have to, and because I want to know who's going to do this as much as you do, but the Bears get a home game with a Packer win. Barty Smith, trap right from the 20-yard line, and he gets it out to the 24 before Jack Youngblood makes the stop. So 2nd down and 6. Green Bay's run it 16 times for 66 yards. Turdell Middleton off tackle to the right from the 24, and he gets it to the 25 before Youngblood makes the tackle. Again, Jack Youngblood. And so it's 3rd and 6. Thompson. Short cross from Whitehurst. Williams blitz throw is down, and Youngblood gets the interception. 20, 15, 10, and he's tackled at the 1. Jim Youngblood just read Charlie Whitehurst's eyes, and he gets it down to the 1-yard line, and just all of a sudden, I've jinxed the poor Packers. Here's the replay. It's the 2nd interception for Whitehurst, and he just ripped it right out. Made a cut towards the far sideline. Triple tight end set. Nelson Young and Miller. John Capoletti. Off tackle left on 1st and goal from the 1. And Capoletti is hit behind the line. They'll give him forward progress for no gain, but 2nd down. Capoletti, 10 carries, 10 yards. Hayden will call his own number on the sneak. He leaps, and he's got it. So Hayden gets the touchdown, and the Rams have made this a game again. So here comes Pat Corral, 12:46, 3rd quarter. Following the Hayden sneak, the extra point is up. It's to the right side, but it's good. So 2 plays, 1 yard. And with 12:46, it's Green Bay 14, Los Angeles 7. So if Green Bay loses, Ralph, we got to play the Lion game. The Lions would win the logjam at 8-8. If they win, I believe that goes on conference record. And so you're right though. If Green Bay and Detroit lose, and the Giants get the wild card. And again, I want full credit for not shoving the Giants down your throat. So yeah, Green Bay would get in solely because they'd be 8-7-1. The tie is what guarantees the Packers of just kind of wishing and hoping. So Corral boots this, and the Coliseum is up on its feet, up and takes it to 10, 20, 25, 30. And then there's a tackle right there.
Holding, receiving
team.
It
won't matter. It won't matter because Green Bay helped. So they start from their own 15. 14-7 Packers. Here at the Coliseum in Los Angeles. Middleton, trap right, flag down.
False start. Offense. Number 80, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Stance. So it's 1st and 15 at the 10. Middleton on the drive from the 10-yard dive from the 10. He gets it. It's like moving the ball. It's loose. Reynolds forces the fumble. Los Angeles recovers. Youngblood recovers the football, and the Rams start again from the 13. That is the fourth Packer turnover. So they're looking for Willie Miller. Medium cross for a touchdown. Hayden can redeem himself. He looks. He's got time. He looks. He checks it down to Capoletti. Incomplete. So 5 of 12 is Hayden. Not great numbers, but he has the lone Ram score. Bryant on a pitch to the near side from the 13. Gets the ball. Cross the 15-10. 5 touchdown. Luke couldn't pull him down. Colin Bryant, the recipient of a huge hole by Denny Hara, and the Packers are an extra point away from tying the game. And so Green Bay, who sat there going, yep, this is ours, watches as Frank Corral misses the extra point. He missed the extra point to the right. And the Packers' lead is now 1 with 12:16 to go in the third. Would you believe that? It was Dave Gardner, loyal watcher, weeks ago saying, do kickers ever miss extra points? This one will loom large, especially if the Rams lose, because in 2.5 minutes, the Rams did what they had to do. They forced 2 turnovers and should have tied the game. Corral boots it 3 yards deep in the end zone. And Green Bay says, yeah, we'll take it there. So 12:16, no time moves off the clock. 61 degrees, there's no wind. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better day for football. Off tackle right for Barney Smith from the 20. And he gets to the line of scrimmage before, no, it's a loss of 1. Delayed blitz, and Cody Jones with the tackle. And so the Rams are right back in this. 2nd and 11 from the Green Bay 19. Middleton trapped to the right. Cross the 20. Youngblood with a stop at the 21. So it's a gain of 2. Jack Youngblood is having himself a day. 3 wide receivers set. Odom, the the kickoff returner, is there. He's up on the far side, right near the sideline. Lofton. Medium slant. They need 9. Whitehurst. Back. He's got time. He throws over the middle. Lofton has it first down, 35-yard line. Thomas with an immediate tackle after a gain of 13. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Packers from their own 34. Smith is back in as a running back. He'll take one of the short flat towards the far side. Whitehurst has time. Smith has it. 30, 35, 40. First down, 45. Midfield, Ram territory. 42-yard line before Elmendorf. Dave Elmendorf with a tackle. And the Packers seem to be rejuvenated. 1st and 10 from the Los Angeles 42. 14-13 Green Bay. 10 minutes to go, third quarter. Smith. Wrap right. Nope. Screen to Middleton. Whitehurst reads the audible, throws it to the near sideline if he can, and Middleton has it. 45-40, converged on by the Rams. It's a gain of 2, and Jim Youngblood, the linebacker, makes the tackle. 2nd down and 8 from the Ram 40. Under 9 to go. Middleton on the dive from the 40. And he gets across the line of scrimmage. McGeorge is hurt, the tight end. He's limping off, and he'll probably be back. But the clock has stopped. 8:36 to go, third quarter. And Jack Youngblood has ordered up some liver and onions. 6 tackles. 3 for 8. The Packers are on 3rd down. 3rd down and 6. Kaufman, the tight end. Nope. Thompson, the wide receiver. Short cross, Whitehurst. Rams, delayed blitz. Middleton gets it instead. He's fighting for a first down. Youngblood will knock him down after a gain of 4. And it's 4th and 2 from there. And so now Chester Markall, they turn to Markall, and he says, 20% chance or so. 4th and 2. Triple tight end, they're going for. Thompson and Odom, the backup wide receivers, are joining Kaufman as the tight end. Middleton. Pitch right. 8.5 to go, third quarter. There's a flag down.
False start.
Oh,
offense. No. Number 71, 5-yard penalty.
Jackson moves. And Green Bay is forced to punt from the Los Angeles 39. 8 minutes left. Beverly on a sideline punt. This will not be returned. This is going to go in the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams, with 7:55 to go here in the third, trail by 1 and have the football. This is NFC Division Sunday, or Thursday, on Retro Sports Network, presented by HockeyTournaments.com. So Pat Hayden's neck has been saved because the Rams have just taken advantage. But we got ourselves an 80-yard Ralphie Boy drive coming here. Cappelletti will start with a sweep to the near side from the 20-yard line. And he gets to the sidelines and knocked down by Hunt at the 23. So 11 carries for 13 yards for Cappelletti. The Rams only have 101 net yards, but they're only down a point. Bryant. Trap right from the 23. Cuts to the far side. Flag is down. Buchanan with a tackle.
Encroachment. Defense.
And it's
number
on
74,
Roller.
5-yard penalty.
So it's a 5-yard penalty. And so spot it 2nd and 2 from the Ram 28. Miller on a long slant. They can see if they can catch the Packers napping. Hayden throws it. McCoy deflects it incomplete. Roller is hurt. He's limping off. His return is doubtful. He'll be back. 3rd and 2. Bryant. Pitch left to the near side from the 28-yard line. Gets a hole across the 30. First down into the secondary. Hunt with the tackle after a gain of 9. Spotted after 37. And as we cross the 1 o'clock hour, 7:19 clock running here in the third quarter, the Packers lead 14-13 thanks to a missed extra point by Frank Corral. It was 14-0 at the half. The Rams have made a fierce comeback, and they now trail by 1. 1st and 10, their own 37. Cappelletti off tackle right from the 37. He fights for about a yard. Give him 2. Butler with a stop. That's 6 for Mike. And Cappelletti, 12 carries for 15 yards. And just like the bratty little kid for Christmas, John Cappelletti's getting nothing. So 2nd and 8 from the 39. Bryant. Trap right. From there, gets across the 40 before Butler makes a tackle right at the 42. So 3rd and 5 for the Rams. 6 minutes clock running. Flat one to Cappelletti. Going to throw it to the far side. Hayden looks. Cappelletti's got it behind the 40. 45, first down and more. Midfield, Luke with a tackle after a gain of 10. The Rams convert. So Lawrence McCutcheon comes in. He's a better running back than Cappelletti, at least for this series anyway. Off tackle right, give us to McCutcheon on 1st and 10 from the Green Bay 48. And he bobs his weaves his way through 4. And Mike Butler makes the tackle, and that's his 100th stop of the year. So gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Rams. Under 4, or right around 4 minutes to go in the third. For ball at the Green Bay 44. Colin Bryant will sweep it to the left side. Gets across the 45. Butler again, he's a busy little bee. Makes a tackle at the 41. That's a gain of 3. Yeah, and the Rams do. Capoletti's pretty good. 3rd and 3. McCutcheon is too, and he'll try this one in the short flat. From the 41, Hayden looks. McCutcheon has it. 45-40. First down. 35. Buchanan makes a stop at the 31. McGeorge, the tight end, is available for Green Bay. Capoletti comes in for Bryant. And Young comes in for Nelson. Charlie Young. So Charlie Young is the tight end. 14-13, 1st and 10, 31-yard line of Green Bay. Rams trail by 1. McCutcheon on a sweep to the near side. Flag is down. It gets across the 30 to the 28. That's a gain of 3.
Encroachment defense.
And Green Bay
Number
moved
63,
early.
5-yard penalty.
And so the Rams, Green Bay is 8 flags for 49 yards. And they've all been stupid stuff, too. I mean, you can understand the pass interference once in a while. But this is, they had 2 offsides in a row on punts. Clock stop, 2:32 here in the third. Green Bay 26. 1st and 5 from there. Young. Short hitch from Hayden. Has time. He overthrew Young. Overthrew him. 2nd and 5 from the 26. Capoletti trap right. From there, gets it to the almost nowhere. Butler with a gain of 2, and it's 3rd and 3, and Butler has 10 tackles today. Hayden 7 of 16 for 60 yards. The Rams are 5 of 12 on 3rd down today, and they're in a running situation here. McCutcheon, they need 3. We'll try a sweep to the near side from the 24. And he gets a block, he gets the first down, and he gets it inside the 20 to the 19. Hunt on the tackle. A gain of 5, and again, Dennis Hara rips open the hole from the left guard. And so it's 1st and 10 from the Rams. Corral is pretty confident he could hit from here if he needed to. 1st and 10. Medium cross for Jesse. They're going to try to get greedy for the touchdown. Hayden has time. He throws. Jesse's got it at the 5. Jesse's going to score, and the Rams go ahead, 19-14. And so they pull the Ralphie Boy special, 15 plays on 80 yards. It took 7 minutes, but the Rams now have a legitimate lead in the last minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Corral. This time he hits it. And so, with 57 seconds left, it's Los Angeles 20, Green Bay 14. This is NFC Decision Thursday on Retro Sports Network, presented by HockeyTournaments.com. Hey, power of suggestion, my friend. Ever since I made that 80-yard comment, everyone does it. But you were right on about that. They're hard to do. So 3 yards deep, Green Bay will down it. 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. 20-14, the Rams finally pull ahead. And so if this lead holds, 7 o'clock-ish tonight, San Francisco and Detroit to determine finally who's going to the wild card game. The Packers trail by a touchdown. They win, they're in, but they get no recourse if they lose because they'll be 7-8-1. And that 7 wins isn't good enough. So who gets the rose? Green Bay, Detroit, or New York. 1st and 10. Marty Smith, trap right from the 20-yard line. And he is smothered behind the line for a loss of 1 by Jack Youngblood. Yeah, the Rams came back. Green Bay turned it over twice inside their own 20. So 2014, 2nd and 11. Middleton. Pitch right from the 19. This is going to go to the near sideline. Cross the 20. He gets it to the 25. Robertson with the tackle. 9 seconds left, and Turdell Middleton has 1,500 yards on 334 carries, 4.5 yards per touch, and 15 touchdowns. If he somehow could run for 126 yards in the fourth quarter, he would be the leading rusher in the National Football League this year. And so after 3, it is the Rams 20, the Packers 14. And how did it happen, you ask? Well, following an interception, Pat Hayden, quarterback sneak with 12:46 to go. Corral hit the extra point, 14-7. 30 seconds later, following another Green Bay turnover, Colin Bryant on a 13-yard run, but Frank Corral was not golden. He missed the extra point. No buffet for him. 14-13, and just a moment ago, with 57 seconds to go, Pat Hayden hit Ron Jesse to cap a 15-play, 80-yard drive to make it 20-14. First downs, 12-9 in favor of the Rams. Time of possession, 26 minutes to almost 19 for Green Bay. The Rams are 6 of 13 on third down. Green Bay is 3 of 9. So Pat Hayden, who played a terrible first half, has redeemed himself here so far in the second. And that's where we stand. 3rd and 6 for the Packers from their own 24. 15 minutes to go. Los Angeles by 6. Lofton. Short out. Whitehurst. Waits. Throws. Thomas has it picked off at the 30. He gets to the 20-yard line. Inside of the 18. Pat Thomas is 9 on the year. And you can hear the cheering from Detroit to New York on that one. Whitehurst just read the play wrong. Thomas jumped the route and got it. So 14:55, 1st and 10 from the Green Bay 14. Miller. Medium cross on 1st and 10. Corner blitz by Green Bay. Hayden looks, throws. He's got McCutcheon at the 12, to the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Lawrence McCutcheon. What was this about? Ralphie Boy's my favorite aunt because he's anti-clairvoyant. He throws it to a second read, and McCutcheon found Pater. And Corral with the extra point makes it 27-14. The Rams are now 14-44 away from a home game in the playoffs. And against Chicago. So Corral is so excited, he boomed it 7 yards deep. There's no wind. So again, Charlie Whitehurst is kind of spooked. He's thrown 3 interceptions. Green Bay has turned it over 5 times, and now they trail, instead of being up 14-0, they now trail 27-14. Lofton on a medium slant. Nope. Audible. Screen to Middleton. To the near side from the 20. Throw is incomplete. The Rams showed blitz, but didn't actually do it. They've got Whitehurst spooked. Middleton on the dive from the 20-yard line. Gets across. First down. He got in the secondary and lost the football. Robertson knocks it out, but Lofton recovers it, and they whistle it dead at the 30, but he's short of a first down. 3rd and inches. Green Bay, you can't turn it over 6 times and win. You'll be lucky if you win it with 5 turnovers. Yeah, that was a horrible third quarter. You're absolutely right. And as Ralphie Boyd points out, yes, in your defense, the Rams started this 27-0 run after you said you wanted Green Bay to win. Thank you. Thanks, Ralph. So 3rd and inches. And it's absolutely true. Trap right for Barty Smith on 3rd and very short. He's got the first down, and he loses the football. Jones knocks it away. Jackson recovers it for Green Bay, and they don't give him the first down. They said he was down. And now you got to go for it. Jardell Middleton. Off tackle right. Everybody, flag is down. They won't even get the snap.
False start. Offense, number 43, 5-yard penalty.
So Thompson is going to force the punt. David Beverly stands on his 10-yard line. Our sweep left for the safety. Thanks, Dave. Love you too. All right. Isn't this exciting, Ralphie boy? You're going to make me get some cough drops. And, oh, it is. It's absolutely comedy of errors for Green Bay. They had this. They had this game wrapped up. But now more commercial space for hockeytournaments.com. Beverly to punt. The Rams now in the driver's seat. 13-13. Terrible punt. Fielded at the 39, 45, 50. Into territory. Wallace to the Los Angeles 49. A gain of 11. 27-14 Rams. 13-06. So, hedging our bets, unless we see the miracle of miracles, San Francisco at Detroit at 7-ish tonight on Retro Sports Network. As NFC Decision Thursday comes right down to the brink. One game for a wild card. Will it be the Lions or the Giants? 7 o'clock. And the Giants are betting on a terrible San Francisco 49ers team that doesn't even have O.J. Simpson healthy. Good luck with that. Medium slant to Miller. On 1st and 10. Hayden looks, he waits, he fires, he throws. He's got Miller open inside the 40. First down. McCoy with a tackle after a gain of 14. So to the Green Bay 37, and now the Rams are going to play Pac-Man and eat some yardage and clock. McCutcheon off tackle right from the 37. And Green Bay stands him right up there for a loss of 1. Anderson, John Anderson, with the tackle. And they turn to Capoletti and say, well, what do you want? Trap right. Hayden gives it to Capoletti from the 38. He gets it to the 35. Butler makes a tackle after a gain of 5. 36. And Butler has 11 tackles. Capoletti, 14 carries for 22 yards. But is going to get a short one in the flat. Hayden looks to the near side of the screen. Waits for Capoletti, won't get there. Incomplete. So it's Frank Corral time again from 50 yards. A 37% chance, and this would put Green Bay down 16. This would make it a 3-score game. So Walker, the punter, will hold, and we'll see if it's a different snapper from Saul. From 50, Corral got all of that one, and that's going to be good. Oh, dead center. And Los Angeles has scored 30. How you doing, LG? Has scored 30 straight points. And with 10:47 to go from the Coliseum, the Rams look like they're going to be home for Christmas. They lead the Packers 30-14. Brought to you by hockeytournaments.com on Retro Sports Network. So, Corral again, booms one in the end zone that's taken 5 yards deep. So the Packers are shell-shocked. For those of you just joining us, Green Bay was up 14-0 at the half, and then the Rams have put up 30 straight. Corral missed an extra point in the third quarter, but he just hit a 40-yard field goal. Pat Hayden had the world's worst first half. And now it's 10-20 for 117. Marty Smith trap right from the Green Bay 20. There's a flag down. It's a first down, but that's going to be a hold on Green Bay, I'm sure.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah.
Number 57, 10-yard penalty.
Goforth goes against his name. He goes backward and takes a 21-yard reversal here. So 1st and 20 from the Green Bay 10. Middleton on the dive from the 10-yard line, and he gets about nothing. They got one. Dreyer had him. Middleton worked loose, and then Brooks shoved him back. So 2nd and 19. Middleton on the screen pass. Whitehurst looks, he throws. He got Middleton at the 7, 10, 15, 20, 22-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and Isaiah Robertson makes his 10th tackle today. Clock running, under 9.5 to go. You don't even see that today there, Ralphie boy. So for OG, who was late, and others who may or may not be paying too much attention, if this result stands, and you never know in this game, I mean, stranger things have happened. The Rams will host the Bears New Year's week in the NFC Divisional Playoff. That didn't matter. It was just a question of whether we're doing this in Chicago or Los Angeles. The Packers had to win to make the playoffs. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. And because they have that tie on their record, they're 7-7-1. They can't get to that magic 8-win number if they lose. So they're done. So that leaves us with one game tonight between the Lions and the 49ers. The Lions, just by winning the game, make the playoffs. They can backdoor their way in at 8-8. If the terrible 49ers beat the Lions, then somehow, some way out of nowhere, the New York Giants are the wild card. And they'll go to Washington to play the Redskins on Christmas night on Retro Sports Network. So this is crazy. We'll have played 4 games if Green Bay loses to find a winner of the second wild card. Now, I'm not expecting the Lions to lose this because the 49ers are terrible. But we're going to play pretty much 3 winning in games for a wild card spot, and none of them are going to win it. Thompson, short slant, 3rd and 9. Uh-oh, I called the wrong play. Whitehurst all day. He checks it down to Smith, and Smith will get a first down. Robertson tackled him right after a gain of 3, and Green Bay is not going to let the Rams run rampant from the own 24-yard line. David Beverly gets the punt away, and it's not a good punt. Taken at it rolls dead at the 37, punt of 39 yards, and the Rams take over from there. So 8:25 to go. The Rams are sitting pretty. McCutcheon off tackle left from the 37-yard line, and he'll get a yard before Johnson makes the tackle, and the clock is running. They're not going to go into a slowdown, but they're not going to be quick about it either. Cappelletti will go on the dive here on 2nd and 8. 8:19 to go. The Packers read that one really well, and Roller will knock Cappelletti down for a loss of 1. So this is not John Cappelletti's best day. 15 carries for 21 yards, and it's 3rd and 9. Medium slant to Miller. Hayden, under some pressure, finally throws, and Miller's got it across midfield. First down, 45. 43-yard line, a gain of 19. And it's, you know the movie Damn Yankees? Where the old guy wakes up after being, the stud center fielder all year and the Senators lose the pennant? This is what this feels like. The Packers led this game 14-0, and they're now down 30-14. Cappelletti, crap right, 6:58 to go from the 43. Cappelletti keeps the legs moving for 4, tackle him at the 39, and the clock moves. Now, one more note, and this is more of historical than anything. The Rams tried for years to get out of the Coliseum. They're going to get a playoff game here this year, it looks like. They would play in 79. We're not going to do 79 as the replay. They didn't have a home playoff game. They went to Dallas, then they went to Tampa Bay. So, historically, this was the last Ram playoff game at the Coliseum. They bolted for Anaheim and then St. Louis, and here it is, 2018, and last year the Rams win the NFC West and get a playoff game. Where? At the Coliseum. Sometimes you just click your heels, since we're on the outskirts of Hollywood, and say, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. McCutcheon will sweep it to the right from the 39-yard line. Waits for his block, gets it. 35, first down and more. Buchanan makes a stop at the 31, a gain of 8. And we're now under 5 minutes to go. Cappelletti off tackle right. He gets across the 30-yard line. Roller makes a stop at the 28, a gain of 3. And now we're under 5 minutes to go. 6 plays, 35 yards. The Rams played one of the worst first halves of football I've seen all year. I mean, the Packers weren't bad, but the Rams just rolled over and played dead. And now they're asserting themselves. 78 Rams team is good. First time I've seen them. Solid defense, solid left side of the offensive line. We had the NFC West didn't break 500 till week 12. And so the only other Ram game we had was a game in Atlanta, and the Rams, I believe, beat them to pretty much take control of the division. And so, yeah, this is only the second time we featured Los Angeles. There's only so many games you can do in the course of a week, and we're just, this week we're doing 6. On a normal week, we do 2 to 3, depending on the matchup. But the Rams are taking advantage of being on the internet, and playing well. McCutcheon on a trap to the right on second down and 7 from the 30. Green Bay reads that. Butler hits him right at the line, and they'll pass here with under 4 minutes to go. 7 plays, 35 yards, and they've taken 4 precious minutes off the clock. Cappelletti short in the flat. Hayden has time near side. Cappelletti's dropped it. He dropped it. And so Green Bay finally has a sigh of relief, but here comes Frank Corral from 45, and he's got a 57% chance of making this with 3:36 to go. So Walker will hold, Saul will snap it, and Corral has it blocked, and Johnson recovers it at the Green Bay 39. Well, you got 3.5 minutes. Let's see what kind of miracle Green Bay can pull. Lofton. Short out from Whitehurst. Whitehurst waits. He looks around. He throws, and it's incomplete. So 3 seconds off the clock there. 3:27 to go, 2nd and 10. Middleton on a short flat, but Green Bay is
start. Offense. Number 80, 5-yard
Lofton.
penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So 2nd and 15. Smith on a short flat to the far side. Whitehurst throws. Smith has it at the 30. 35. 40. Perry makes a tackle after a gain of 5. 3rd and 10. Thompson. Short out on 3rd down. Whitehurst waits, throws it down the sideline. Thompson has it. He might get the 1st down. Perry makes the stop. It's a gain of 9. 4th and 1. You got to go for it from the 48. Middleton. On the dive. There's a flag. Oh, are you kidding me?
False start. Offense. Number 57.
Go
5-yard penalty.
So Green Bay has played themselves out of the playoffs. This was a win-and-in game. This was a lot like the Eagle game we did on Tuesday. And it went nowhere. So 4th and... Again, you got to go for it. Short slant. Lofton. Whitehurst back to throw it. He has time. He waits. He's got Lofton for a 1st down at midfield. And Thomas will make the tackle after a gain of 7. McGeorge on a short... Are you kidding? Another flag.
False start. Offense. Number 68. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
Well, Green Bay has done everything they can to lose this game. 5 turnovers and 13 penalties for 79 yards. Lofton, nope. Green and Middleton. Audible. Rams blitz. They wait. Middleton has it at the 40. 45, 50, 45 of Los Angeles. It's a gain of 9. They'll spot it at the 46. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. How you doing, Bubba Husky? With 2 minutes to go, the Rams will force one more game in this NFC replay for 1978. They lead the Packers 30-14. This is NFC Decision Thursday, presented by HockeyTournaments.com. Looking to play in a hockey tournament or looking for teams to play in your tournament? HockeyTournaments.com. I am swell as well. 2nd and 6 for Green Bay. They would need 3 scores in 2 minutes. They led this game 14-0. And the Rams responded with 30 straight points. Short hit. Are you kidding me?
Encroachment defense.
Oh, it's on the
Number
Rams this
85,
time.
5-yard
Youngblood
penalty.
jumped the snap.
Repeat 2nd down.
And they get 2nd and 1 now. Which means they can try a long pass. We'll try one to Lofton here on 2nd and 1. Whitehurst has time. He looks, he throws it down, and Smith wants a flag, and they're not going to get one. Robertson was all over Smith. And it's 3rd and 1 from the Los Angeles 41, 1:54 to go. If it matters, the Packers have all 3 timeouts. Middleton on a short flat. Whitehurst can't even do that. So it's 4th and ball game here for the Packers. Barty Smith on a trap to the left. They just want the 1st down. He's got it to the 38. Dreyer with a tackle, a gain of 3. And with 1:46 in the clock running, they go hurry up. Lofton on a medium slant. Whitehurst back to throw it. He waits, and now he's sacked by Cody Jones. A 7-yard loss. And the Packers' season will end here on the floor of the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. 2nd down and 17. They go hurry up again. Screen to Smith. They're going to stick with it. Whitehurst throws to the far side. Smith has it at midfield, but can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 3 and 1:06 to go. 3rd down and 20. Medium fly to Lofton. Rams. Kitchen sink. Whitehurst will scramble. He gets to the 45. It's a gain. 46. It's a gain of 2. And I don't know what you call here on 4th and 18 with 51 seconds. Long out to Thompson. 44 seconds. Rams blitz. Whitehurst has to think of something. He throws it away, and that's the ball game. So the Rams will force a third and final crack at the NFC wild card here because the Packers blew a 14-0 lead at the half. McCutcheon. Dive play from Ferragamo. The Rams will host the Bears. And that's it. Green Bay's done. The Rams have pulled the second half of second half. They score 30 straight points. The Packers season is done. The Rams have already won the NFC West. They win it 30-14 today. And you can see how it happened. 4 touchdowns and a field goal in the fourth quarter. Hayden hit McCutcheon to start the fourth quarter. 1-play drive, turnovers. Killed the Packers. They had 5. And then Corral, after yet another turnover, or maybe not, hit the 50-yarder, and that was the scoring. Packers season is done. Pat Hayden gets a week off and a home game. Wow. And so we will play San Francisco and Detroit sometime after 7. But you can see it. Green Bay slides down to a 5. Oh, wait. Philadelphia is now listed as a second wild card. So Detroit will play later. And if they win, they are the wild card. I thought Philadelphia would have been on top of New York. Let me take a look. Philadelphia is 5-7 in the conference, 4-4 at home. I don't know how Philadelphia would be a wild card over New York, but there it is. Detroit, they need that 8th win. If they can win that game number 8, they're 8-4 in the conference, and they are your wild card. Unbelievable. Ah, all right. A tale of two halves is right. What's that second picture from? Party is over for the Falcons, or for the Falcons too, but for the Packers. And so we'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock. The second picture from the top. Sometimes that's that can be a milestone screen on the computer. All right, until 7-ish tonight, where we'll decide who the wild card is in the NFC. I'm Ron Juckett for Retro Sports Network and HockeyTournaments.com. Good night. Have a good afternoon from Los Angeles. We're catching the flight to Detroit. Detroit and San Francisco tonight, followed on our Red Sox fans channel by the 78 one-and-done OOTP 19 tournament. And we'll tell you more about that tonight. Until then, so long.